Keanu
Who
Reeves.
the fuck? Wait a minute. Pause. Keanu Reeves, right?
Yes.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
And we put up his roles, and someone said you forgot Speed. No, the fuck we didn't.
No. Here's the thing that's always forgotten for some of these big projects is they pull together the same crew.
Yes.
So they sit down and they're like, well, if you don't do this,
They don't have jobs.
there's 3,000 people that don't have a job for the next
That's
2
true.
years,
That's
3
true.
years. That's
Well, Shay usually doesn't have anything good to say, so.
Let's start it up. Welcome to the Silver Kingdom podcast with your host, Nelson.
Ian.
Ed.
That's right. And I have to agree, Shay doesn't really
Not really.
have anything good to say.
Yeah. Although
when
he
he
did predict the fights last night.
When that's really good.
Yeah.
But when he does talk, it's pretty funny shit. Like I
It
was
is.
listening to the last podcast and I got some feedback from a lot of people and everybody's like, man, this was a really good podcast. I was like, all it takes is like some near-death experience in a couple days in the ER to have a good
Yeah.
story. So
Well, I think everybody
if one of you guys don't mind,
No. I think everybody can kind of relate to a scary situation that you may face. And
yeah, this is true. This
I know
is
it's
true.
one of my goddamn fears.
Yes.
I was terrified.
It was like, it makes you guys more relatable. They're like, we love the nerdy stuff, sometimes the sports stuff. Everybody has like
We're fucking human, all right?
something.
We go through shit. You know, our blood sugar fluctuates. Like, we get kidney stone, we stub our toe. Like,
That's
fuck,
right.
man. Like,
If we are pricked, do we not bleed?
yes, yes. You are a prick, and you do bleed.
God damn it! I walked into that
You did.
one.
You
I
did.
did.
I'm sorry. You
That was-
handed me that one.
That was
I had
fucked
to.
up. That was fucked
As your
up.
friend, I had to do
No,
that.
no. Of course you do.
There's no way I could let that one go.
You are obligated as my friend to
I
do
was.
shit like that.
I was.
all of the time.
I mean, nothing really big in the world of trailers except for like two things.
All right.
Zack Snyder's got a new project.
Yes.
I am excited, but also cautious.
Mm-hmm.
Zack Snyder has done me wrong in the past.
He's the king of trailers. Really good trailers.
Rebel Moon looked fantastic. I thought Rebel Moon was going to be adult Star Wars. I was like, yes, an R-rated fucking
Yep.
yeah, this is going to be good. No, pile of shit.
Huge
and,
pile of shit.
Twilight of the Gods is animated. It's Norse mythology. Already in the trailer, we saw slow motion.
Yep.
It's
Right.
Zack Snyder's MO.
Yes.
But it looks
Animated slow motion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's yes.
I don't know if that's any better or worse. I don't know. Slow motion definitely has its place,
Yes.
but it also does not have its
Yeah,
place.
yes, it does. It
it's-
looked great. It looked great from the trailer.
It did, but like it's also team building, and like we saw this before in Rebel Moon. It was just so
Yes.
rushed and like phoned in that you didn't give a shit.
Here's my issue again. It's the female protagonist that's coming in to kick everyone's ass.
Seems like a staple now because
It
it's
seems
also
like-
the thing in the new Lord of the Rings movie anime that's coming out.
Right.
Yeah.
Female protagonist fighting for Rohan, fighting all these things in the trailer. It's like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, but it's also like, okay, you're the human female taking on the god of thunder.
Did Disney hand out the fucking playbook to everybody?
They
Like,
did. They
Essentially-
did.
All right, this is the thing for the next 10 years, guys.
This is the failing thing for the next 10 years.
It has been a failing formula. You're
It's,
right.
really
it's
has.
an outside company that does DEI that's forced upon everybody. So everybody does essentially have the same playbook if they want to keep getting funding in the stock market.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
essentially the way it works.
That's wonderful.
And don't get me wrong, I'm all for the female protagonist, all for the female hero, the female lead, but like, you got to vary it. You got to switch it
Rings of
around.
Power.
Yep.
Arcane.
Blue-Eyed
Samurai, as good as
Yep.
it was.
Yep.
We got it. All right.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
got it.
There are some badass women out there.
There
Now
are. But
let's bring it back.
The pendulum needs to swing a little back to the center.
Yeah.
I forget what movie I was watching. It was an older movie, and I was watching it the other day with Sierra. I was trying to think, but I was like, look at this. Like, badass heroine. Doesn't have to beat everybody in a fucking fight. I was like, but it's just still a fantastic movie. I forget what movie it was. I always go back to the default Aliens because Sigourney Weaver, she outthought everyone. She was a ferocious chick.
Yeah.
You knew she was a badass, but she didn't have to fucking go out there and beat Capone in a fight.
No.
Like, you knew that if it came down to a fight, the Space Marine's going to win.
Even Die Hard, Bruce Willis gets his ass kicked
By that
Yes.
big Swedish
he
dude?
gets his ass kicked, but he's still the hero at the end of the day. What people loved about it was like there was a human element to it. He's not invincible. Like he's running through, cutting his feet on broken glass, and like like that is not the smooth 007 approach to getting
I think
a
that's
job done.
part of the issue with a lot of the female protagonist-led projects lately is they're not being shown as human. It's like they're perfect.
Omnipotent.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the way they portrayed Rey She essentially failed 0 times through her whole reign across
Super
all the
smart,
movies.
She could fight, all that shit.
And they usually have 2 or 3 men next to them that are just bumbling fucking
idiots,
morons. And it's like, what? You can still have a strong male sidekick. Like, do they all have to be fucking idiots?
I mean, honestly, if they would have give Finn the story he was supposed to get, it would have probably not shine such a light on her that makes her look so perfect, and people would have enjoyed the story more.
The female lead works when you do it right.
Yes.
I.e., a perfect example of over the top, like, you obviously know the woman wouldn't fucking be able to do this, but it doesn't matter. It was Kill Bill.
Yes.
It was done so well.
Uma Thurman.
It was done so well that it didn't matter that Uma Thurman was killing the crazy 88.
Right.
She killed 88 men.
But it was also like,
you loved it.
She took her beating while she was giving one at the same time.
Because it told a good story, and she was still human. Like, she started out like being molested by that dude while she was unconscious. She had to pull herself into a truck and like literally be like, all right, wiggle my toe. Like, you followed her, and like then you were like, oh shit, she lost her baby. It was such a good story. You were like, fuck, like this is a good movie.
It's one of the reasons I feel that Spider-Man is one of the more beloved superheroes of all time. He's a fallible kid. He's a teenager. He's struggling through life. He makes a mistake so big, his Uncle Ben dies.
He's human.
He's trying to take care of his grandmother. And then on the other side of things, he's a badass fighting superhero kicking everybody's ass, but he still can't quite to get his life together.
Yeah, he's not Superman. We're like, you know he's going to win.
He's just perfect at everything. And he has his own fucking fortress of solitude.
As soon as he takes those glasses off in that news reporter jacket, it's like, fuck, he's going to win. I don't know who he's fighting, but he's going to win.
Not only that, he has a shitty job. He sells pictures to the fucking Daily Planet.
Which is why he is better than fucking Batman.
Yes.
Batman is still a sad boy in a cave. He's got billions of dollars. Just cheer the fuck up. Cheer up.
But no, there were other female protagonists that we grew up with that we loved, like, i.e., Xena.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, yeah.
What a badass. But again, fallible. There were episodes where she's getting her ass kicked. There were moments where she's losing.
She's crying.
She needs help.
She was human.
She gets Hercules. She needs Gabrielle.
Shout out to Kevin Sorbo. Saw him in Jupiter.
So, that's, I think, where they're missing the mark. It's like, not only are they badass, but everyone else around them is a fucking idiot, and no one can even come close to this person.
Even John Wick gets his ass kicked along the way.
Yeah. He does.
And I get it.
He had to get saved by William Dafoe.
Every now and then you do want that unbreakable hero, but everybody can't be the same unbreakable hero.
They can't.
Because then nobody's unique.
And it's just unbelievable, like, when you... Like, Captain Marvel, okay, she's a badass in the comics.
Yep.
She goes toe-to-toe with a lot of strong characters. It's okay to make her that because we know that that's what she is. But, like... Not everybody has to be that. Like when I watched Charlize Theron in a movie and she's just murdering everybody in fistfights, I'm like, no.
Right.
These 2 big ass Russian like hitmen that you sent to get, they'd fuck her up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like
even in The Punisher, when they send the Russian hitman through his door, that man struggles for like 30 minutes of almost dying.
That was Kevin Nash, bro.
That was a badass. That was a badass scene.
They sent Kevin Nash to fuck you up. You're in trouble.
You're gonna get fucked up.
Did you know he mistakenly got stabbed for real?
The Punisher or Kevin Nash?
In that scene, the stabbing, that was oops and real, and they just kept going.
Fuck.
Kevin Nash probably didn't care. He probably was like, whatever, bro.
He's like, yo, I'm gonna heal. I'm the heel. Fuck this. In wrestling, this shit is real, bro.
No, Kevin Nash is a goddamn machine. But anyway, Zack Snyder, animated Twilight of the Gods. I think it comes out this week. It's either the 16th, which is tomorrow, or the 19th, which I believe is Thursday.
Was it a movie or it
was a cartoon.
miniseries?
I
know it's a cartoon.
I don't know if it's... I mean, I would like it if they broke it into a miniseries. That way they can maybe stretch it out.
You're talking about the Norse gods. It's a lot to tell. To make it into like just a movie.
I'm going to be less excited if it's a movie because... I mean, they're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah,
they're gonna rush it. They're gonna fuck it up. I mean,
they
gave him a 3-hour movie last time, and
it looks great. Benefit of the doubt. I don't know why I keep going into Zack Snyder shit and just come out disappointed, but
bro,
I'm going in.
When I look at the core base of it, he's only ever when I think about it, he's only ever made 2 movies now that I enjoyed and would watch again: 300 and The Watchmen.
Yeah,
yes,
that's it.
I have 3. I would put
Sucker Punch. No,
I would put third the Man of Steel.
Man of Steel.
It wasn't terrible.
It wasn't. It wasn't
terrible.
It wasn't. But I'm trying to think. Was it that good, or do I just really like Superman?
I really like the fight scenes in there. So that fight scene, when everything came together at the end, and he's fighting his people and punching them through buildings and shit. I mean, up until when he killed someone, I was all in with that Superman.
Well, if you think about it, Superman lets a lot of people die in that movie. And Metropolis is coming apart, bro.
It's a little rough.
Well, that's when Batman comes in handy. Pay to fix the shit, bro. What's going on?
Yeah.
I mean, he gets in there and he saves a whole one person, Batman. I mean,
Yeah, he does.
Congratulations.
I mean, Batman legitimately, that's one of the things that causes him to hate Superman. Like, he's watching this dude fucking fight Zod and the city's falling apart. He's like, motherfucker.
You know how much I paid for that building?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Like, well, he'll save one guy. Like, Bruce Wayne will save one kid, but then he watches a whole building full of people
Superman's just
die.
flying by with like
He's like,
30 kids, the whole orphanage in his hand. He's like, good job, Bruce.
Yeah.
I'll put this over here.
Yeah. I don't know.
Get these babies some Similac.
Yeah, Batman versus Superman was weak.
It was.
It was weak.
It was.
Well,
It
your
was.
name's Martha? I'll never
Yeah, let's have
that.
a moment as I'm killing you, said
Yeah.
no one ever.
Yeah, like Batman's whole values are going to change because your fucking mom's name is Martha.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Get fucked.
He was triggered. Batman's triggered now. The most untriggerable superhero of all time. The most stoic motherfucker of all time. Is going to stop mid-kill to have a fucking moment.
Yeah, because your name's Martha. Your mom's name's Martha. What'd you say? Martha. No.
What's
not
the other
gonna.
trailer we were watching?
The other trailer we're going to watch, since we're in the spirit, we're getting close to Halloween. My favorite time of year. Spooky season. One of my favorite Stephen King books, Salem's Lot. It was a movie in the late 70s, I believe, maybe early 80s. I think it's late 70s. But it was scary. All Stephen King's books takes place in Maine, the town of Salem's Lot, but it's vampire shit. People were getting weird. People
love
were
it.
coming back from the dead. People were biting people.
I like it.
It's good shit. Well, HBO is coming out with a remake. October 3rd it drops. I am excited for that. I already have a watch party planned. It's going to be good shit.
looks good.
That trailer looks
It
really
does.
good.
It
does.
you got the people behind the Conjuring universe, and you got the producers of It, so it's going to... They know how to do at least decent horror. We're not going to look at It Chapter 2. We're going to pretend that never happened.
Whatever happened to Swamp Thing? They were redoing a Swamp Thing that was in a horror format, but they just remove it from
DC
HBO.
got revamped, right?
A ton
But
of
did they just
DC
remove
stuff
it from
just
HBO?
got dropped altogether.
I was looking forward to Swamp Thing.
I thought they had a season already out,
They did.
and then they took it away.
There was a whole bunch of stuff that was going on with that. It's all gone at this point. So things that were in production, halfway done, whatever, it's gone. They're resetting the whole thing.
Interesting.
And it's what? It's what's his name? Fucking Guardians of the Galaxy guy.
James Gunn that's
James
all in
Gunn,
charge of all that. Yeah, so everything is...
Hey, he did good with
Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, he did good with Peacemaker.
Yep.
Peacemaker was
Dipping his
great.
feet into DC.
He has-
and that animated one's coming out, the Creature Commandos or
Yes,
whatever.
yes.
That looks decent.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the GI robot from World War II.
So let's. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, I've been watching Zack Snyder shit, so when this Superman movie comes out, I'm gonna
remain
watch
positive.
Yeah, shit, quite literally.
Yeah,
But
I'm going to remain positive for Twilight of the Gods, but I am excited completely about Salem's Lot. It looks like it's the most excited I've been about a horror movie in a long time.
Yeah, no, the trailer
Just in time for Halloween.
looks fantastic. It looks like suspense horror. You got vampires. I'm in.
And the soundtrack was good, you know? The trailer really got me good. Like, I was like, all right,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
excited
yeah.
for this.
They've been doing good.
And what's the gay Ron Swanson from
He's
Last
staring
of Us?
through the window.
Yeah, he's in it, so
Yeah,
you know,
he's
maybe
staring
he'll
through
play
the
a
window,
part.
eating strawberries.
Yeah, we'll
I'm like,
see.
why is he still eating strawberries?
HBO has a contract with him.
They do, yeah.
Like,
So
for
it's always
for three
strawberries
things,
now.
you got to be gay and you got to eat strawberries.
Yep.
It's like, all right, Ron. All right. So it's
No
gonna be good.
innuendos at all. Yeah.
It's a classic formula. You got vampire, small town, people disappearing, little boy, you know.
I'm in.
The boy in Salem's Lot originally was white, now he's black. It's whatever. It's HBO. We're
Right,
gonna go
right,
with it.
right.
Yeah.
We're going
I'm
with
not
it.
complaining.
Going
If
with
it's a good horror movie, it's a good horror
You know,
movie.
speaking of, what's the name of the girl that played Wednesday?
Jenna Ortega.
Jenna Ortega.
Yes.
So they asked her, they said, hey, we were thinking about doing a reboot of Edward Scissorhands with you as the female lead as Edward Scissorhands. She said, no. She said, I'll tell you why.
She doesn't want to take all Winona Ryder's job.
No, what? Yeah. What she said was, I don't want to keep remaking things and gender swapping.
Yeah.
Let's make new things.
She is-
and fucking right. I'm
She is
all with it.
I fucking love her.
Yeah.
Quick shout out. I went and saw Beetlejuice last
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fucking fantastic. It was better than the original Beetlejuice.
Interesting.
Michael Keaton looks like you wouldn't believe, one, he's in his 70s. The way he acts and moves on film. You would never know he's in his 70s. Two, it seems the way he's in the character that he filmed Beetlejuice last week. You would never think 35 you would never think 35 years ago he made Beetlejuice.
That's wild.
Like, he literally jumped into the role as if, okay, we filmed rapping 2 years ago. All right, now
Let's
you're doing
go.
it again.
Yeah.
It's funny. I think it's better than the fucking original. Jenna Ortega kills it.
Nice.
She is the new Lydia Dietz.
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
even though she's Lydia's daughter in the movie, the way she acts, she captures the whole, like, dark, goth, antisocial
Yeah.
girl, but at the same time, she acts like brief moments of humanity.
Right.
You're like, she was one of the highlights of the movie for me.
That's
Winona
what's up.
Ryder, still good.
Yeah.
But she acts more like the mom in Stranger Things than she does Lydia. I guess Lydia grew up and is on meds.
And you
is
have
more
to, right?
balanced.
You have to kind of grow up,
To be a
right?
parent,
to be
yeah.
the parent. So I
But
can see a change,
It's
but
painfully apparent that, like, if you watch Stranger Things and you saw her as the mom, that's the
her
character
role.
she is.
That's the role.
The Lydia, like the
Yeah.
attitude,
Yeah.
the anti-establishment, that's gone. That Lydia is not the Lydia that's in this.
Got you. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
So this week we posted because James Earl Jones Jr. had passed away.
Yep.
So
that sucked. We
yeah,
should talk about that.
He's an icon, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh
we
my
don't
God.
we don't typically talk about deaths on the show, but he's one of those pivotal figures. Like even back to my childhood, one of the things that was brought to my attention by Shimmy, one of our past
Yes.
guests,
Yeah.
he's like, he sent me a message on the side. Like he's like, what about the role he played in Conan
Thulsa
the
Doom.
Barbarian?
Oh,
I was like, fuck.
To
I
me,
forgot
fuck,
about that.
To me, when I would bring that up, I brought that up in the break room at work.
Yes.
And everybody was like, what? You play what? And I was like, dude, fuck you
Come
all.
on.
First of all, fuck you all.
How do you not
I
know
was like,
that?
he played Thulsa Doom,
Yes.
the guy that killed Conan's people and sold him into slavery. That
Yes.
built Conan.
Yeah.
In the movie,
he had
actually-
long black hair. Remember,
Yeah,
like
he actually all straightened and shit.
Yeah.
He actually refers to himself in the movie as Conan's father. He's like,
Yep.
without me, you wouldn't have been made. He's correct.
Yes.
Thulsa Doom was an evil sorcerer, the leader of a snake cult. That is one of my favorite James Earl Jones roles.
So we were voting on like best roles for James Earl Jones.
It's got to
Yep.
be Darth.
So we have Darth Vader.
Yep.
But the other one, surprisingly, the runner-up was Mufasa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That
those
was
are
a
his two.
huge role. But don't forget, Coming to America, he was great.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was.
He played the king, Coming to America.
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams
fucking
was the
amazing
one
movie.
that Matt brought up
Amazing
to me.
movie,
I
yes.
completely forgot he was in
Amazing
there.
movie. Absolutely amazing. If you build it, they will come.
Yeah, no, I
Fucking
get
amazing.
it,
Yeah,
but
but,
like
I
there's
mean,
so many white
Star
people
Wars-
in Field of Dreams.
Star
that-
Wars is the one that you think of first, though.
Yeah, it is. If you look at his iconic roles, it's going to be Darth Vader. And then his second was Mufasa because you're going to think of his voice.
Yes.
Him and Morgan Freeman have the greatest voices in all pop culture.
And essentially, there's honestly about
Absolutely.
a
Unbelievable.
dozen people altogether that make up Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Because you have Hayden Christensen, who's Darth Vader. You have James Earl Jones, who's Darth Vader. You have the bodybuilder who actually physically was Darth Vader in the original movies.
Right.
Right.
And then you have the person who physically is in the costume now as
This is
well.
true,
So, I
yes.
mean, by the time you're done, you got one person playing the voice, one person playing the humanity of it, one person playing the physical body.
Yeah.
It really is like a whole coalition of people to make a singular character.
And ironically, in both of those franchises, his most famous things, he's just like everybody's father.
He's everybody's father.
Yeah, he's
So
Luke's
one would
father.
say-
He's Simba's father. In a way, he's all of our fathers.
He's all.
in a way, and Conan's father. That's
Yeah.
also
He's not-
Doom.
he's not-
So
he-
in a way,
He's not
raised us
Pedro
all.
Pascal, though. I mean,
No.
that
He's-
Pedro's the new everyone's
he was
dad.
he was like
He's-
father of the
listen.
year there for everybody.
Listen, Pedro's doing great. And Pedro's and everything. And Pedro is definitely making his landmark in today's pop culture.
He
but
really
James
is.
Earl Jones is immortalized.
Yes,
that
yes.
man is immortalized.
Yes. So
I might even watch Conan just to
see it
brush
again.
up on it.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah.
mean, that role of him as Thulsa Doom is so goddamn good.
So that was a dope pick for
Riddle
there
of Steel.
for
Yeah.
both Matt and Shimmy. The other one that I put up just recently was for Keanu Reeves roles.
Yeah.
Okay, and somebody said to me, "Psh, "You forgot Speed." I'm like,
Yeah.
"It's not that I forgot Speed.
No, you just have a fucking hatred of Sarah Bullock.
It's not that I forgot Speed. But if I'm thinking top 4 roles for Keanu
Who
Reeves,
the fuck? Wait a minute. Pause. Keanu Reeves, right?
Yes,
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
And we put up his roles, and someone said you forgot Speed. No, the fuck we didn't. Who are you that listens to us? That we
Listen, Point
Speed?
Break,
Speed.
Matrix, John Wick.
Yeah.
That's the top
hold,
3.
Hold on a second.
You might say the replacement.
Constantine.
John Constantine.
John Constantine.
Constantine was great, but I think he's more known
Point
for
Break.
Point Break,
Point Break.
than
Yes.
for Constantine.
Yes.
The
okay.
replacements, he was also good. He was the QB.
He was
good.
good. That
in
was a good
replacements.
one.
He was good, but not fucking Speed.
Oh no, but here was the other one that I put on there was Bill and Ted's
Yeah,
Bill
Ted's
and
Excellent
Ted.
Adventure.
That's a good
Now he
one.
wasn't exactly a hero, like superhero, or
He's
fighting.
the same person in every movie.
But he's
it doesn't
fucking
matter.
yeah,
Yeah.
He is. Okay, but
Oh my
now
God, what?
also
I'm in
also
Matrix?
great
What?
movies that he was in that wouldn't be more iconic roles, but like I would say, and I was looking
Well,
at
Man
it,
of Tai Chi.
The Devil's Advocate.
Oh wow, with Al Pacino. I
Ooh.
forgot
That
about
was
that
a
one.
badass movie.
I forgot about that
Also, Ronin.
47.
47 Ronin
Yes.
wasn't a bad role.
Wasn't a great role either. To me, if I got to pick one role for him, I mean, nowadays, if you ask the generation now, they're probably going to pick
Say John Wick.
Yeah.
But for me, he's Neo.
Yeah, he's
I
the
mean,
Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry the Wachowskis turned into what they
Yeah.
did, but, you know.
Yeah,
whatever.
no, absolutely. The
To me,
Matrix.
he's
I
Neo.
think they're making another Matrix.
Please, no, don't.
Oh man, that last
Let it-
one was
yeah,
bad.
what the
Let it
fuck?
ride.
You literally rehashed,
Yeah.
used footage from the first movie. Just
Yeah,
stop.
they really
Just-
shit the bed on that one, or they phoned it in.
No,
They took a fat paycheck.
No, they shit the bed and rolled in it, bro. That was fucking
Yeah.
horrible. I
Yeah.
turned it off.
And with the
I turned it the fuck
Yeah.
off.
With the universe they built, they really could have told the story of another person who was Neo. They didn't need to go
No, they
back
fucking
to
ruined that.
Yes.
Keanu Reeves, the one. They could have picked a different one and told that story.
When,
Yes.
when Lawrence Fishburne, who followed Keanu Reeves into the John Wick universe and
Yeah.
became like the homeless pigeon lord,
Yeah.
whatever he was in that movie.
Yeah.
Even when he saw the script and said, "Nah,
Yeah.
you can create a new."
Yeah,
Morpheus."
that's
Yes.
yeah.
That should have been tipped. I don't know what dirt they had on
Keanu Reeves.
and Trinity. I don't
Yeah.
know what fucking dirt they had.
You know
on
what? They
them.
were probably pulled in with the same thing we were all pulled in with, nostalgia.
Well,
They're
here-
like, one more run.
Well, they missed
Let's
it.
do it.
What the fuck are
And they-
Keanu? What are they doing hanging out in a coffee shop?
Here-
Bro, it was so
What the
bad.
fuck are
It
we
was
doing?
so bad.
Here's the thing that's always forgotten for some of these big projects is they pull together the same crew.
Yes.
So they sit down and they're like, well, if you don't do this,
They don't have jobs.
there's 3,000 people that don't have a job for the next
That's
2
true.
years,
That's
3
true.
years. That's this many people that don't have money to feed their family. So, would you like to do this project now?
Right,
Now,
right. Yeah, I get it.
I had a
get it.
feeling of terror. I will say this: when I watched Beetlejuice, when I watched it, I had a feeling of terror as the credits were rolling, because I was like, "This was good."
Yes.
So okay, now this opens the door. I know they've been doing it lately anyway, but this opens the door for remakes.
The
Yes.
Goonies.
How many other?
The Goonies.
And then the next day, I saw
Sandlot Gang.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna go into everything we
Every
hold
every
beloved.
80s childhood niche like thing that's
Supposedly,
successful.
the Goonies has been debunked.
Okay.
At
So
least,
they're not making
at
a
least
remake.
according to 2 of the actors saying like, no, it's not happening. But
All I can think
we
about-
have seen actors before say, no, I'm not in a thing, for them to then be in the thing.
Well,
Right.
Brolin's good.
Yeah.
The kid, the little Asian kid that was in
He's doing great
Loki.
Yes.
recently.
Yeah,
He's
he's
back.
been good. But one, you can't have Sloth.
Right.
No.
You cannot have a guy.
You
who's
can have
obvious-
Sloth's kids running around.
No, you cannot.
Hey, you
No,
guys.
you cannot. Not in 2024. We're not gonna have a bunch of
Yo, he's just running
I'm not-
around with like 2 Snickers bars.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys.
I'm not about to drop the R word, but I'm just saying you cannot have that now.
Right.
He's the hero.
Revolutionary.
He's the
It's
hero. If
revolutionary.
he's in, he's the hero of the movie.
Well, as someone who watched Corey Feldman perform recently, no.
No,
Can't
exactly.
bring Corey back.
So what you do is a mixture like Ghostbusters of adults and their kids. And
Yeah.
the story gets told through their kids' eyes and their adult parents that survived the original movie that are still here can be a part of it and partake.
What about that old
But you
lady
have
with the,
to
what
have-
about that old lady with the leather face? There's no fucking way
She
she's
was a
still
mean
around.
bitch.
She's no way she's still around.
She was a mean. Now, speak of protagonists, like I would believe her beating the shit out of 50 people.
Oh yeah,
She
And
had that look.
That lady, what the hell? The Fernellis or whatever.
Yeah,
the
she-
Fratellis.
Wasn't
The
she
family-
Throw Mama from the Train? Was that the same
Yeah,
lady
same
from
lady.
Throw Mama from
She's
the
ugly,
Train?
ugly as hell.
Misery?
No,
No,
Misery
Misery-
was oh my god, it was the same lady that played Dolores Claiborne.
Bateman?
Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates.
Kathy
Bates,
Bates.
Yes,
there we
yes.
go.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
she was Dolores Claiborne.
That's another scary motherfucker.
She does a lot of Stephen.
That's another scary
She does
woman.
Stephen King shit.
Yeah, that's a scary woman.
Yeah,
right?
when she broke that dude's leg in
Yeah.
Misery. What the fuck?
Yeah,
you
yeah.
ran away.
Okay.
I got. I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, she wasn't fucking around.
No,
she wasn't fucking around.
And he wrote the book wrong. She got all pissed. Like,
Yeah.
don't rewrite it. Like, what the fuck? Like, crazy.
Okay. All right.
Crazy fans out there.
So on remakes, since we're on this subject, is there a remake you would like to see?
Salem's
Is there
Lot.
Salem's Lot that isn't being currently
Okay.
done. That isn't movie, TV show, cartoon. Just a remake you would like to see done with a second chance. Maybe at first it wasn't something that was good that you were hoping was good, like what
You
they
know
did
what?
with Avatar.
Something I would like
yeah.
them.
It's got to be something good, but at the same
Like,
time, not something I want to destroy the
Assassin's
sanctity
Creed.
of it.
The movie wasn't god awful, but it was not as good as it could have
That's a
been.
good pull.
How old was that?
The amount of story that's in all the comics,
8
like,
years maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, they really had a lot they could have pulled from, and they just kind of really story-wise missed the mark with a lot of it. And there was no reason. And they did take some of what they did in the movie and bring it into the games, kind of, because like, oh, that was a kind of an interesting idea.
Yeah.
You kind of have like a simulator on versus you're laying in a simulator bed.
Yeah.
But there was so much that like it could have been.
Yes.
And wasn't.
But I don't think you can do that story in a movie.
What about Gladiator?
Fuck you. Here's one that might be a little odd. It was actually something I loved as a kid. Not an action movie. It's a comedy. But I loved it growing up as a kid, which was Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I wouldn't mind seeing like a new take to like a Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
I would be afraid they would just make it woke and dumb.
They would.
Yeah. There's no way.
There's no way. No, you're right. You're right.
Is that the one
where
the girl comes out of the pool with the red bathing suit?
Yeah.
It's absolutely.
They steal the dad's
It'd be
car.
a transgender fucking. They come up out of the pool with tits and a cock and be like, fuck and shit.
Oh, no.
It would just ruin it. There's no way.
You
There's
just
no
ruined
way.
my childhood.
Yeah, there's no way.
Weird Science where they make the woman.
They won't make that movie either.
I watched American Pie, all of them, the one a couple weekends ago, because Sierra never saw it. So we literally spent a weekend watching American Pie, American Pie 2, American Wedding, and American Reunion. We watched them all in a weekend.
Yeah.
They couldn't make those.
They couldn't.
No. And they were 20 years old. There's no fucking way.
Yeah,
they
Animal
Animal House?
Animal
no
House,
fucking
never.
Way.
Nerds, Revenge of the Nerds?
No way.
Porky's?
No. Fucking David or whatever, Bobby Lee in the tree.
Sexy girlfriend.
There's no fucking way. You can't make that nowadays. There's no way.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some actors and there are people starting to push back on that kind of thing in Hollywood.
Make America funny again.
But
yes,
if the people that are funding are funding based on the rules that they're being given by, literally, it's I forget the company that's in charge of all the DEI bullshit, but the way they work it is you get a score for your stocks that you trade, and if your score isn't high enough, then you don't get recommended for people to invest in.
Right.
So you quite literally lose your money that you have to put forth for the movies and things like that.
So we're in this situation
and
where
it's not just movies.
It's
It's also
under guidelines.
It's also other companies and everything else that anyone that has money that's coming to them through the stock market. All of these companies are stuck in this thing now, and it's something that Elon has talked about a lot. Elon Musk, where he's like, "How is my car, an electric car, being rated lower DEI wise because of your rules than these gasoline cars?"
Right.
He's like, "My car is as clean as you can make the energy. So if you have solar powered and solar panels, it's way cleaner versus if you have just gasoline."
Right.
And it's still, he gets rated lower because
they don't like
what
his
he
policies.
says because of his politics.
It's like when he smokes weed on Joe Rogan and the stock goes down. What the fuck does that have to do
Yeah, but then
with?
it shot way the fuck up.
Right up.
Yeah, because you still can't deny it's a good
Because
product.
you have those prude pricks who thinks, oh, this is going to tank everything, and they pull out, and then
the
everybody
genius
else...
billionaire that's behind everything got high. Oh, fuck, it's over.
And then the regular
Get fucked.
Well, that's also like the rise of regular people being able to buy partial shares.
Yeah.
It used to be if you wanted to get into the market, you needed 10 grand just to get in and approval. Now you can buy a partial share off your phone. So all the big firms that started dumping, regular people started buying it up. That's what happened with GameStop as well, as regular people started buying it because they're like, I like my store.
Right.
We don't think it's worth nothing. We can see the physical stock on the shelves.
I do enjoy
You're
walking
saying it's
in
worth
there.
less than the physical stock on the shelves. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I do enjoy walking into GameStop.
I used to.
I still
I
do.
used to. Like,
even though with the price of everything, I still do like walking in.
No, I used to like walking into GameStop when it had a wall of video games.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a Blockbuster after Blockbuster left us.
Well, now it's got other
right?
stuff. It's got T-shirts. It's got
yeah,
Well,
it's got collectibles.
It was
it's
good.
cool. It's
Yeah.
cool, but it's different.
The last time when it was really good, the gentleman's name was Darnell.
Yes.
And he was generally the guy that was behind the counter all the time. He was kind of like one of the main guys in the store. And he just knew his shit. So you went in there and you didn't you got this. When is this in? What do you think about this? And he was just always spot on.
Yeah.
And then he got let go or whatever. They bring in new people, and you're like, but these motherfuckers don't know anything.
They don't know shit, but they're getting paid less. So it's like what they did with Radio Shack, Circuit City. They have these people that are great. You go into this store, they're competent. You can ask questions. They get your shit figured out. You love going there. It's an experience. And then you come back and they fire everyone, and you got this 14-year-old kid who's like, oh.
I did have this younger guy in there the other week. Younger dude. I'm just guessing he was gay by his lips.
Yes.
I could be wrong.
By his lipstick. By his lipstick.
Well, no, in his ass.
It was
but anyway, no.
blowing kisses at you.
Well, no, he actually gave me kind of. He gave me some decent advice on RPGs for the Switch, and like from what he said, his logic was sound. I was like, okay, this guy can stay.
He said, but if you come to my house, I'll show you how to play the game.
Nah, we're doing that here.
We can push buttons together.
It's
that's a different Switch. That's a different Switch. And you ain't flipping it, buddy.
Like I get it. When you're new, you need to learn the ropes of the place and kind of build yourself up.
Sure.
But the big thing, like at Circuit C, what they did was they literally got rid of all of the management.
Yes.
And brought in all new management because it was a way of saving money. Because they could then bring them in at a lower rate.
Companies love that.
And then you now have managers who didn't know how to fucking manage.
Yeah, it's true.
And then surprise, surprise, your whole shit goes out of business.
Yeah. It's some boardrooms, executives, stupid fucking idea on how to save money and increase profit.
Yep.
And they wind up shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, we made $1 billion, but can we make $1 billion and $1 million? Well, who do we got to fire to do it?
Right.
Yeah, but how about you just fucking stay in business?
Yeah.
Is your mansion not big enough? How much of a mansion do you?
Do you need a third yacht.
Do you need a third jet? Are you literally preaching to your congregation? God said I need a second jet to
I'm not
preach
Creflo
the
Dollar,
word.
bro.
No, that one guy did.
Yes,
he did.
he did.
What the hell's his name?
That's literally what I'm talking about.
Creflo Dollar.
No, what the fuck was this
That's
guy's
his name.
No, there was this guy's got a horrible face. They always do like dubs over his voice.
He was a preacher, and he was literally speaking to his congregation.
He's like, you know how much good I've done on that private jet? I'm like,
second
what the fuck are you
private. He needs
talking
a
about?
newer
Like,
second private jet.
His house was like a compound in Texas. It was a little fucking compound. Like his house was bigger than some malls, and like he was like,
oh, the televangelist you're talking about.
yeah.
Yes.
He's so fucking scary though. His face is terrible looking.
Shit, I'm looking him up.
It's not Ted Haggerty. It might be Ted Haggerty.
Jesse Duplantis.
I'll know this guy's fucking face when I see it. It's terrible.
I just seen his face. The Cajun guy. Kenneth Max Copeland. No. Hold on.
I'm just gonna look up scary preacher.
Well, you're gonna find some shit you don't want to see, bro. Scary.
Yeah,
It is. It's Kenneth Copeland.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
You nailed it.
All right. Thank you.
I mean, that's a fucking whoo.
Yeah, man. That's a son of a
That
bitch.
dude comes at you, fucking hell. That guy comes at me, he's getting the full clip.
Bro, let me tell you something. Yeah, that guy
He's
right
getting the
there.
full clip.
If that's not the devil in disguise in human form, I don't know what is.
Oh yeah.
See that face?
If you watch his interviews, he's scary as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a basement. And I realized watching some new TV shows. I've been watching a lot of suspense stuff lately. Serial killers need basements. So this is how you find them in America. In America, if they have a basement and they're sketchy, avoid that house.
I don't know. What's his name? Ted Bundy was from Florida. We don't have basements.
Yeah, I mean, most of them, the majority of them.
No basements in Florida. He improvised.
Yes, that's right.
He did.
That was also a scary motherfucker, right?
Ed Gein, though. I think it was Texas. He had basements.
Herb Dean? I thought he was a...
Ed Gein. Herb Dean is a referee.
All right. So I got another one. So the last one that I put up on our Instagram stories for voting was Nicolas Cage.
Yep.
Nicolas Cage best roles.
Oh my god.
Going into there, right?
That's a weird one though.
Right.
Yeah.
So
if anyone says Ghost Rider, block them.
I'm gonna say, was it what I put up was Face Off,
Absolutely.
Leaving Las Vegas,
Yeah.
Con Air,
and
The Rock.
Okay.
So those were great ones. Ones that I left off that I almost put on because it was an iconic role growing up was Moonstruck.
Yeah.
The one that he did with Cher.
Yep.
National Treasure.
Yep.
Yeah, he's did a bunch of those.
And then the other one was Raising Arizona.
Yeah, he's fucking ridiculous.
Yes. But he's been in some good movies. Look, there's other ones. Lord of War.
Yep.
Snake Eyes.
He's
Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah. He's like a strange actor because it's hard to put. Oh yeah, Gone in 60 Seconds. That's got to be on there.
Right?
Angelina Jolie at the car.
So what would you say his best role to you guys was?
Con Air.
Con Air. That's a fantastic one.
Me,
Face Off for me.
For me, it's Con Air.
Con Air might have been might have been his best work. Face Off is
Face Off was
Yeah,
so
Face Off is
good.
great.
really good.
But Con Air is fucking
Yeah,
badass.
Con
It
Air
is.
where he
It
plays.
is.
I think
the
out of all
special
those
forces
movies,
guy going
though,
home.
National Treasure is the one I've probably seen more often.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
if I'm flipping through and I see it, I just finish watching it.
And he does sell this eccentric guy
Yes.
that's a historian.
The
that's
motherfucker
chasing
did
shit
have
down.
dinosaurs.
Yeah, he
He
did.
did buy dinosaurs.
He had one of
He's
the
a
most
weird dude.
He had one of the most extensive comic book collection.
Yeah.
In his fucking possession for a very long time. I think before he went bankrupt and shit like that. But he had like Superman #1, Batman.
He got fucked by his
#1.
accountant. I know that.
Damn.
Oh, big surprise.
Did that guy, the accountant, work at the GameStop?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, how many people do you hear of that have money that get screwed over by
Well,
their?
that's why he was doing
Stop buying dinosaurs.
every role. Like he was doing fucking
Yeah.
every role for a while.
Yes.
Like everything that came out that sucked,
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage was in it.
But
He was
when
trying
when his
best, though.
career was down, the movie that brought him back with Pedro Pascal.
The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Come on.
That was
Fucking good. It
That
was a
was
good movie.
It was a good movie.
He was playing a parody of himself inside of the movie.
Yep.
He was trying to buy the wax sculpture of
And I
himself.
thought,
I was like, dude, this is
I
so
love
great.
it. I loved
He's like,
it.
it's fucking
It was so
grotesque.
good.
I'll give you 20,000.
And he realizes, he's like, I'm going to use my acting skills
Yeah.
to save the day.
Yep.
That
No,
shit
it was good, and I think
It was
he's
good.
back because he did the Renfield movie.
Yes.
And I heard it wasn't that great.
Uh-huh.
He just did Long Legs, which,
Legs.
from what people were saying, his performance is extremely
I mean,
unsettling.
What's
he's,
that about?
he's always
serial
working.
killer movie.
Okay.
It's not like he doesn't get work. He's,
He's
always working.
Yeah.
He's one of the
Because-
busiest guys in Hollywood.
Because there's always a chance that he just fucking knocks it out of the park.
You know who kind of went under the radar? Like, he was doing everything. The Rock.
Yeah.
And
I
then
think he's
after
still doing
Black,
a lot. He's just kind of like behind this.
I think after Black Adam, he took a respite.
Well, he
Well,
popped.
'cause
He
he-
popped open like 2 more companies because he's got a men's care, like it's soaps and shampoos and
Right,
shaving
right,
and
right.
all that other shit
made
that
of
he's popped
Polynesian
open as
cocoa
well.
butter. Yeah.
Like
Made out of mana.
yeah, he's got
Terramana.
Terramana.
he's got the whole
Mas Mana
football. He's got the
Football
whole
league.
football
Yeah.
league going on as well. He's got the tequila going
Yes.
on.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not that he's without money. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, he was in almost every movie and he's gone.
Listen, the XFL's not going to work. It's
no.
Stop.
No.
We have
But
college football. We have NFL. That's it.
But if he's making enough money to sustain the players and fulfill
He's
his,
doing it for him then.
That's exactly what it is. That's a rich man owning a team. That's exactly what that is.
if
man.
it's
God, he's on
paying
your hat.
if it's paying for itself,
Don't be mad, bro.
I just realized. Like, God damn it.
You know who you're talking to, right?
My God, he's
Team
in the,
Rock, bro.
He's in the room. Fuck.
Team Rock.
He's in the fucking
Listen,
room.
let me see if he's wearing the shoes too.
Yeah. No, not today.
Okay, thank God.
Like his cans of Zoa, the energy drink that he
I
was
drank
selling.
Zoa for a while. It
They're
wasn't
pretty
bad.
good.
It wasn't bad.
He's like, in order to get it back on track, he's like, I promise to take sweat from each gym session and just drizzle a little bit into each can of Zoa so that you guys get some of that rock mana.
I mean, technically, there's electrolytes.
There's electrolytes.
I mean,
It's a little salty.
I mean,
Yeah.
a little salty.
Do you sweat out the steroids?
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
I didn't think of that. I
Wow,
didn't think of
Eddie.
that.
The
Maybe.
Rock is all natural, so fuck you, bro.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yes,
Sure, he
Yes,
is.
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, fuck yeah. We can all look
Sure.
that good at the 50 some years old. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, we could all just randomly
Yeah.
put on 20, 30 pounds of muscle while being
Yeah.
over
Speaking,
Now,
250.
speaking
watched-
of, have you seen Batista lately?
I watched the last WrestleMania.
Batista's
The
lost.
Rock is not fucking natural.
Yeah,
Yes.
Batista
Have you seen
has
Batista
lost
lately?
a lot of weight.
He's lost a lot of weight.
Holy
I don't know if
shit.
he has health problems or what, but he's
He's saying that he just stopped working out.
He's
and
220.
yeah,
He's 220. He said he's the lightest he's been since high school.
Yeah, he's down to normal human sizes. But I believe for that one movie he did, the cabin or whatever,
Cabin in the Woods.
he had put on like 30, 40
Look at
pounds
this.
of muscle.
Oh, my buddy.
That's crazy. He does look sick.
My
Yeah.
buddy Mark Haynes was his double.
Yeah.
His body double for that movie.
yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh shit.
But like
Yeah.
you can only run
I was,
your engine in red for so long, and
Yeah.
to put that much weight on, I mean the everybody's responds to gear differently, and if you don't respond well to it, then you up your dosages
And we get older.
and you start
there is no
burning your organs.
Yeah, there's a downside to everything you do, and
Yeah.
with steroids like that, it puts the shot on all your system.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
your heart, it's your GI system,
Yeah.
and obviously Batista's dealing with something that's not in the limelight. He doesn't
Yeah.
want to talk about it, but
Yeah.
it could be a result of the massive amounts of steroids.
He may have burned his system, and he had to come
I mean,
off.
when he was
Yeah.
wrestling, he wrestled for a while under the name Leviathan,
Yeah.
where he was a big bald dude that came up with a chain. He
Yeah.
said he was walking around 350. That's big.
Holy
that's
shit.
fucking
But
big.
he had already
Yeah, that's
slowly
really big.
he had already slowly kind of started cutting back on his size until he got that Cabin movie, and he put a bunch of size back on, and then he just started taking it off afterwards. Like, your body doesn't want to be that big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you can't breathe
not
right,
natural.
you can't move right,
Yeah.
and at that age, I've heard other athletes who have used gear that heavily. They're like, you're almost taking life off the back end.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like you're taking years off your end.
So what's the? I mean, in order for, I always told people, in order for me to do steroids, there'd have to be a massive monetary gain on the line.
Yeah.
Like NFL linemen.
Sure.
Like a professional bodybuilder where you're winning millions of dollars.
Yeah, or a movie actor. Like, he's
Right.
it's
Zac
it's a
Efron.
part of his life.
Zac Efron.
Yeah.
You watch Zac Efron and fucking look at him in Baywatch where he's
Yes.
in good shape, but then look at him in the fucking Iron Claw.
Yeah.
Bro,
All the
I'm gonna
sauce.
say something
He
right now
was
about that fucking movie. Fuck
enormous.
you for making that movie. That movie was so sad. That movie
yeah.
was
Wait for it.
so fucking
Wait for it.
depressing.
There
yeah.
was another brother who also died that they took out of the
They-
movie
yeah, no.
because they thought it's too sad to have the additional
Yeah.
brother that
Oh
also
my
died.
Yeah, the Von Erich family was cursed.
It
They were
was
fucking
is
cursed.
so fucked.
That is
Yeah.
so wild.
Yeah, and Zac Efron got on all the juice for that. movie.
I thought it
He
was gonna be
enormous.
a feel good movie, and then
hell
I'm
no.
like,
No.
what am I watching?
No.
It's like $1 Million Baby. Completely caught me off by surprise.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea that it was gonna be that sad of a
Yeah,
fucking
no,
movie.
I skipped them both because
yeah.
I'm like, I'm good.
Oh, I still,
I know where this is going.
I
I
still
don't want it.
have not watched The Whale with Brendan Fraser. I won't. I know what's coming.
It
Is that
looks-
another sad? That's another
It
one.
looks terrible. It looks like it's gonna break your fucking heart.
Yeah,
By the way, there's an anime that I believe comes out tomorrow on Netflix, The Grave of the Fireflies. If you want to ruin your fucking day, watch that.
Oh,
It's out there. It's one of the greatest animated films ever. Am I gonna watch it again? Fuck no.
it was that bad.
It broke my heart once. I ain't ever watching it again. It's about post World War II and these two kids trying to survive. Fuck no. It's no.
I seen
Fuck
it-
no.
I
I
seen
ain't
a
doing that to
couple-
myself again.
All right.
I seen a couple clips from The Whale, and you can see his acting in it is
It's
brilliant.
amazing. Amazing.
It's brilliant.
He won an
But
Oscar for it,
also,
didn't he? Yeah.
just the clips.
Yeah.
Like, just like a 1 minute clip, I'm like, fuck you. I
Yeah,
can't.
no.
It's too heavy.
I can't.
It's too heavy.
I can't
I-
sit through an hour and a half of that.
I will
Yeah.
not put myself
Jesus
through that.
Christ.
I will not.
I can't
Like,
imagine.
I will cry. I'm saying it right now. I look
like-
at it.
yes.
I'm gonna cry. I'm
Yes.
not
Like,
watching this movie.
physically putting yourself in that headspace for like a
Yeah.
year
Yeah.
to film.
Yeah, it's sad as fuck.
Jesus
Okay.
He
Christ.
gained the weight and then plus putting the fat suit on, he looks fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks fucking horrible. I'm like, dude, no, I ain't watching this.
as a youth, we had a different set of cartoons and movies growing up, and they were not afraid to make us like really dig in some emotions. And
Yep.
I'll say, for me, growing up, the craziest scene was watching The Never-Ending Story.
Oh, yeah. Rufio.
No.
That's Hook, you
That's
asshole.
what you motherfucker. I'm talking about when the horse.
Who's in there?
When his
Robin
horse.
Williams. Robin Williams.
When his horse is going through the quicksand
Oh,
and dying
yes.
in
No.
the fucking never-ending story. It's supposed to be a kids movie, and I'm
Yeah.
like, not the horse,
Bro,
Not the
I
horse.
recently subjected Sierra to that.
Fuck.
I mean, think of
I
all the
watched
kids'
Never-Ending
movies.
Story.
Wasn't that a sad fucking scene?
It
How
was
does
terrible.
how does the Bambi movie open?
With the mother dying
Mom getting murdered.
by
Yeah.
a hunter.
How does Lion King open?
Yeah. Yeah. They used
that
to
was-
prepare you for life.
That was the standard of children's movies.
Land Before Time.
Kill somebody
Land Before
first.
Time.
His fucking mother gets murdered, right? And
Yep.
she talks to him right before the end. He
Some-
starts seeing her shadow on walls and shit. I was like, fuck, bro. This is heavy.
It is. It is.
heavy
But
shit.
I'm telling you, to me, that was the one that fucked me up. That was
All
never-ending
dogs
story.
go to heaven?
All
Remember
dogs
that?
Go to heaven.
Fucking dog dies and then he's just trying to like talk to the girl again. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
Yes.
the dog goes to hell briefly.
Yes.
I was like, what?
Yes.
No.
so good.
There's some heavy stuff in this. They don't make animated shit like that
No.
anymore. They just don't
No,
do it.
and then they wonder why they're
Kids are
not
too
they're
fucking
not
soft.
getting people to watch them or come back to them. It's
Yes.
like you're not giving the life lessons and like genuine
No.
storytelling like you used to.
Remember
even-
We're Back?
Yes. Yes.
That was a fucking good dinosaur
But like,
movie.
okay, but even when we watched like TV shows, like when you watch Saved by the Bell, when you watched Family Matters,
Boy
when
Meets
you
World.
watch
Boy Meets World is a prime
Oh my
example.
God, I,
They all
I wanted Topanga to suck my dick so fucking bad.
Not
Oh
what
my
we're talking
God.
about. Not
Oh,
what,
I'm sorry, man.
You're not
Since we're
wrong.
on the subject.
You're not wrong, but that's
Them
not what
lip-
we're
them
talking
lip- them
about.
lips were fucking legendary, bro. I
But
was
yo,
like,
have you seen her
fuck.
lately? She looks like a really old hippie.
She still sucked my dick. I've been in love since I first saw her. It's fine.
No,
It's
for
fine.
me it was Clarissa Explains It All.
Oh, okay.
Melissa Joan Hart.
Hart, yeah.
That was the show from Nickelodeon.
We all had our
That was my
heartthrobs.
first crush.
There was Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Jennifer
there was
Love Hewitt.
Sarah Michelle Gellar as Buffy. There
Yes.
was Melissa Joan Hart. Believe it or not, I'm going to say this because I just watched Van Wilder the other day.
I thought you were going to say one of the Golden
And
Girls.
American Pie. Tara Reid.
Tara Reid.
Overrated.
Yes.
When she comes out at the end of Van Wilder and she's in a bikini, she's built like a box. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Tara Reid.
I'm going to say it here on the air.
Yes.
Tara Reid, overrated.
No, you
Very
know,
pretty, overrated.
It was the foreign exchange girl. That came
Taj?
in. She was the shit.
The Indian girl at the end of Van Wilder was the baddest fucking chick. Taj ended up with the hottest girl. That's one of the hottest Indian women I've ever fucking seen. I forgot about her.
Yes.
And when she walked out and said she was an exchange student from Bangalore, I was like, oh my God. What in the fuck, dude? Like,
You're like, pray to the rat gods.
oh my God. Fucking smoke show.
Pray to the rat
Smoke
gods.
show.
Yeah.
I was like, Taj ended up getting the hottest chick in the whole movie.
Yep.
I was like, all right.
Van
Tara
Wilder.
Reid, no,
She wasn't. She wasn't it.
that.
She wasn't it. She was rolling off of the steam from American Pie.
Yeah.
It was the classic case of put a decent looking girl in a room with a bunch of ugly girls, and she's the hottest girl in the room.
Yep.
Yes. And going back and watching American Pie again, you have like Nadia, like the chick who's in the movie.
Nadia.
From
She was great.
Czechoslovakia. Yeah,
Yes.
She was responsible for a lot of us going through puberty.
Yes.
The guy played Oz. I forget his fucking name, but he's the good-looking,
Yeah.
dark-haired dude.
Yes.
He ends up with the choir girl.
Yes.
The one dude ended up with fucking Sarah Michelle Gellar. The one dude banged Stifler's mom.
Yes.
But honestly, I think the quiet like Jewish dude, like
Yes.
the guy's fucking
He ends
the
up with
pie
the
and
band-
shit.
with the
he ends
band
up with the
chick?
band girl. I think he got the best deal.
He definitely
She
did.
was cute.
Yeah.
And
She was cute. She had like the weird, and then
Yes.
she played in Buffy. She was like the weird friend.
No,
Yeah.
she was hot.
But she's like, she's sick, bro. She's
Yes.
like slapping him and shit. I'm like, dude, that's the fucking, he won.
Like, you won.
He won.
No.
And then she's gone in the morning.
Yes.
And he's like, I got used. Like, I'm like, dude, that guy won. That guy fucking won. Like,
They took
that
the
shit's
cake.
so good.
They took the cake.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
It's the
for sure.
best.
Yes. And on that
You
note,
can't make that movie anymore.
thank you for joining us at the Sofa Kingdom podcast.
This one time at band camp.
This one time at band camp. That was it. That's when she won, was when she told that story.
Yeah.
And one time at band camp,
Well,
I stuck a
the
flute.
flute my pussy in. Because the whole night she's just being corny. And he's like, God damn it, why did I do this? And then like she's like, so are we gonna fuck now? And then it's like, what? Like she just turned halfway through Stifler's party. It's like, oh shit. He's like, I guess I am gonna get laid. All right.
I think she used the entire party to lead him. She was baiting him. She's like, if he sticks around, he gets the prize.
Yes. Yes.
That's exactly what it was. If he
'Cause she was
listens
shy
to
and good,
all
yeah.
of my bullshit,
He did.
all night long, he gets the cookie.
I like in the second movie where he sticks the fucking it's the trumpet up his ass, and then they have to run out real quick, and then all of a sudden you see in the background that the guy's playing the trumpet. I'm like, oh no, what the fuck?
Good times were had by
Yes,
all.
you got to go back and watch this. To me, still the scene that like I think stands out the most for me is an American Wedding, where Stifler, the dog, eats the wedding ring.